So please give a warm morning welcome to South Africa and Papua New Guinea. Try to South Africa, Senegal down. Conversion unsuccessful. South Africa 5. Papua New Guinea 10. Try number 2, South Africa. Conversion's no good. South Africa 10. Papua New Guinea 10. Here come Papua New Guinea. South Africa with the speed, number 9, David Bruce. The measurement test is good. And that's half time. Papua New Guinea, 7. Second half action ready to kick off. P&G 7, chasing South Africa 17. South Africa in the corner. Kick is no good. South Africa 22. Papua New Guinea 7.
Good morning and welcome to these pitches coming to you live and direct from Sokompo on Hong Kong Island. This is the HSBC World Rugby Women's 7 Series, the Hong Kong Qualifier quarter-final between South Africa and Papua New Guinea. Already 11 minutes gone in the match with the Republic of South Africa showing a clean pair of heels to PNG as they move the ball back into the wide channel, and too much width being played by South Africa. Good support on the inside. Number 8, Megan Comley, gets brought to ground by Papua New Guinea. Penalty impending. Referee holding the advantage. South Africa attacking again. Right side. Turney numbers, if she can reach out. Great on-line defence by Papua New Guinea. South Africa reset. Advantage again for South Africa. And ultimately into touch. Well, the score pretty much says it all. The South African women at present are far too strong in this quarter-final as the changes are being rung into the game. Comes Gadoo. Not straight was the call at the line out. Another change for South Africa. Stadler makes her way onto the park. And number 11, Trisla Rima for Papua New Guinea enters the fray. First qualifier this morning with the final of the World Rugby Women's 7 Series qualifying series being played in the National Stadium later this evening. Penalty to South Africa. They turn it over. It's a tap from the mark, as you can see. Tap not taken correctly. And so South Africa will be disappointed to lose the advantage again. Just small inaccuracies keeping them away from the scoring opportunity today. Great tackle for the line. Gadoo for the corner of the feet into touch. So the scrambling defence from Papua New Guinea refuses South Africa one more time. Ball back on the angle, and Gadoo won't be denied.
And one more.
With full time up on the clock. And South Africa had one more try, 27 points. They've scored with the kick to come. Mapupa's conversion is successful.
Match of the day, South Africa 29, Papua New Guinea 7.
So a convincing quarterfinal win for the South African women's team over Papua New Guinea. In the end, the scoreline 29 points to 7 as we move into the next match coming through. Well, what's warming up to be either quite a nice day if you're watching, or quite a hot day if you're playing. Victorious South African women's side played in the international tournament here in 2016 prior to the Rio Games. Support of the crowd this weekend has been very impressive as our two teams have lined up in the tunnels. And this next World Rugby Women's 7 Series qualifier between Belgium and the Netherlands. So the ladies just waiting for a call onto the park.
World Rugby Women's 7 Series Hong Kong qualifier. Match 20 up next, quarterfinal. Please welcome to the pitch, Belgium and the Netherlands.
Well, the two European teams come head-to-head at Sokampo, and the referee, Kawasaki of Japan. As we all ready for a start. Belgium to get things underway. Solid, strong first up tackle from Ter Avest. And already the Belgium defence has bundled the Netherlands back onto their own line, so the Netherlands will have to come from a long way back. They carry strongly up and over to the 22. It's let go. And now Belgium swings onto attack through Arends. Van Meer loses the ball backwards. So, still with an early territory advantage. Certainly the Belgian women, when they don't have the ball, looking pretty aggressive about getting it. So Belgium now with an opportunity. Still inside the Netherlands half. Belgium coming off a good win over Argentina, 26-0 yesterday. It's number 7 busts onto the ball, and Van Winbergen dots down behind the sticks at Sokompo. They open the scoring for Belgium, 5-0. Great run onto the ball by Van Meer. And the try scorer, Bodil van Winbergen, puts it under the black dot for Belgium with the kick to come. Straightforward conversion. Takes Belgium away to a 7-point lead early in the match. Good drop out again. Big, strong tackle by Ter Avest. And it's the Netherlands in the gap. Good carry. Lost behind, lost backwards is the call. As Blondel tries to go for the outside. Boot-laced by the Belgium defender, Van der Velden. And a penalty issued by referee Kawasaki. The first time Belgium's had to carry from inside their own half. Comes 4 minutes into the game. Belgium set play, looking for some space. Now they work it with some width. Belgian players into contact finally is Ter Avest from the 22. Netherlands defence though, organised, moving quickly. Belgium will have to try and find a breach here if they can. Half pie finds it, but they lose it. And so now it's the Netherlands in an outstanding, a very good attacking position with an opportunity to bring up their first score of the game. Netherlands ball now. In they go. Through Kivett, the captain. With the kick to come, 7-5. And not only does Kivett have to score it, but Kivett has to convert it. And a good attempt off the foot. Floats into touch. So 7-5, Belgium leading the Netherlands. Quarterfinal number 2 in the World Rugby Women's 7 Series qualifier. We'll tap back. It's again Belgium looking for ways of exiting their own quarter, and it's lost forward. There's Tara Vest. Goes on with the tackle. So again, the Netherlands find themselves in a handy position. Loose out the back, but referee Kawasaki calls offside. The Netherlands won't mind settling down to execute the set play. Verkeer. Stevens on the wrap round. De Hazelea sends the pass into touch, and referee Kawasaki calls half-time. And at the half-time break, Belgium 2 points ahead, 7-5 over the Netherlands. Good even match already. A blowout in the first quarter-final has been replaced with a very even affair as the Netherlands defence twice now has moved down and successfully stifled any attacking opportunity to break out of their own 22. So the Netherlands, although behind on the board, certainly are creating the opportunities. And in the middle of the moment, Sasha Werlich giving her team the half-time instructions. So, referee Kawasaki ready to call back the combatants, and Belgium break. It's the Netherlands to kick.
Referee Kawasaki.
Through Pluini, Kivett.
Belgium 7, Netherlands 5.
So the Netherlands try to score it. It's the second half underway. Secured by Belgium. Good deep Kick-off. Netherlands pressuring the breakdown. Tied up well by Van Meer, Belgium. With the push wide. Ball promoted down the pitch. It's tricky for Kyvan. Kyvan gets onto the front foot. Good counteract by Belgium, but angle probably wasn't ideal. Netherlands line out is very secure. Charging back hard on the inside. Number 6, Arends. And Aaron Arends trots one in from a long way out. Hitting back hard and straight on the angle. Split Belgian defence wide open in the Netherlands. With the kick to come, lead 10-7. Kyvan's kick is good. And it's 12 points to 7. The Netherlands lead. Oh, I'm sorry. 8. Aaron. Well, great opening play for the Netherlands off the back of the break. Important time of the game to score, and Belgium will be made to chase very hard now. Strong covering defence by Van Winbergen. The Belgians, if they can breach, you're within a shot of winning the match. But the defence of the Netherlands team has been fast moving and aggressive. Belgium now set the player back to width. The Netherlands defence is smart, not overcommitting at the breakdown. Happy to push the ball carrier out. Not held in the tackle, still on her feet. Good tenacious run by the Belgian player. De Hazelier. Tap and go from Belgium. And the error creates the turnover, creates the opportunity. And changes to be made. Substitutions. Mush checks in. The Netherlands through to Vest. Vest sets it up well. And they move it wide. Good scrambling defence by Belgium. Look at the desperation as they come over the top. A little break in concentration. The Belgians are tenacious, there's no doubt about it. There's another change for Belgium. In comes Margot Stevens. Replacing Martinez. Belgium find an outside channel. Great run coming from the Belgian player. If she can keep it together all the way to the line. And Belgium almost at the death. What a try.
Fantastic try from Belgium.
And now, with the kick to come, the opportunity to take the lead late in the match. Belgium just able to find the outside channel. And in the end, the woman in your screen had the ability to carry it all the way. What a fantastic try. Well, that tenacity in defence in the 22. It's a fairly good indication of the desire of the Belgian women to win this quarter-final. And now they're in with a chance. 14-12, with only change remaining on the clock. That's the hoot up. We're under referee's time only. 14 minutes up on the clock. Deep restart. The Netherlands take it. Will they look wide? The Netherlands, they go wide. Can they get on the outside? They can't quite. It's a good covering tackle. Kick forward. Penalty for Netherlands. Not releasing. Tackler not releasing. So the Netherlands through Kyvan. They bring it back to the commentary side of the ground. Some quick hands. No space, and it looks like a knockdown. Deliberate knockdown is the call. A second penalty issued by referee Kawasaki. Tap and go for the Netherlands. Oh, he could be in space. Very close to sneaking away, Clive, but Belgium drives around the touch. And it is a win in the end. Referee Kawasaki blows time off. And it's Belgium that take the quarter-final win over the Netherlands after the Netherlands look like they might have them in the box. The period of moment swung back towards Belgium. They found the outside line. They found the try and the conversion. And the scoreline says it all, 14 points to 12. Belgium head off the Netherlands in the second quarter-final of the day. Up next, quarter-final number 3, Italy versus Kenya. Live from Sokompo here on Hong Kong Island. The Sokon Po Recreation Ground sits immediately in front of the National Stadium in Hong Kong. And the final today will be played in front of a massive crowd at the National Stadium as day one of the Hong Kong Sevens kicks off around about midday. And it will be a fantastic occasion for two of these teams that we've seen. And here we have Kenya versus Italy. There's some pictures now of the Hong Kong National Stadium, which will be absolutely full to the gunnels this time tomorrow as the world's greatest sevens tournament kicks into gear later on this afternoon. Midday, first kick in the stadium, and then we run it right through to Sunday to find the winner. Amy Barrett-Deron of the Republic of South Africa to referee. This interesting contrast of styles. Kenya v Italy. Italy to start. Turn restart. Shallow and doesn't drift the 10. So some early nerves from Italy. Which is understandable. Quarter-final time. Quarter-final number 3, in fact, of the World Rugby Women's Sevens Series in Kenya. So Kenya looking confident on the ball, but lost footing and the ball drops forward. The Italians sweep straight on the attack. Italy. Kamamaro. Into contact. Italy release. Ball's pretty snappy as they move it with width. Kenyans have them checked on the commentary side. They release looking for play with the Italian team. Like to give the ball plenty of air, there's no doubt about that. Camarano again floats the ball back. Kenyan defence is doing enough, and big promotion downrange for number 7, Furlan, to run on to. Furlan looking for the ball. Well, yellow card infringement.
The yellow card has been given.
Will lead to the penalty try. So prohibiting the player to take the ball is the Italian captain, Manuela Furlan, chased after the ball, got it down to the try line. The Kenyan player kept the ball grounded with their legs, and the South African referee issuing both the yellow card and a penalty try. It's converted, and Italy lead Kenya now 7 points to 0. Restart. This time a lot more confident. Brought down immediately. Kenya looked to move. Italian defence just holding a nice shape. Kenya's forced to pass. So they push. Kenya find themselves in space now through Masindi. And Masindi trying the ball on. Eventually taken down in a judo tackle. Maybe some BJJ skills there, I think. Three and a half minutes already ticked over in this game. Some Plenty of action, plenty of ball movement, Kenya. Well, oh. Lost behind, missed kick. Ball ultimately comes back Kenya's way, but there needs some loss on where they started. Inswa with the ball. She comes back to, well, takes the tap all right. Kenya through number 12, Orlando. The captain, try, dots down for Kenya. And Kenya with the shortage of players, but with the all-important possession. Find their way to the line, 7-5, kick to come. The kick is good. 7-all is the score. Restart. Won't go down in the books as one of the better ones. Tap and go straight off the half. And the Italians, little flick pass and into space on the far side as the captain Philan. Pick and go, drive for the line. Ball on the inside. Beautiful hands from Italy. The referees will talk about it, but it looked like the hands were superb from Magatti. And of course, proven to be absolutely right. That was sensational hands by Italy. It started off with a tap pass and just grew as Philan again proved to be a very strong runner. 12-7, Italy now leading Kenya. They made pretty short work of that, Italy. So Kenya making the error at restart time. Italy swooped for Magatti's try in the far corner of the restart. Good strong tackle by the try scorer Maria Magatti. Kenya happy to play quite direct. Penalty late in the half. What from the mark is the call. So Kenya move it. Trying to drag the Italian defence. Might back themselves to have the pace to get around it. Kenya size up the outside channel. It's good defence by Italy, and they move their numbers across nicely. Good organisation. Pressure's on the ball. Great tackle from Philan. Kenya made to do a lot of work. So they give the ball over, and the Italian women, no thought of ending the half. Looks like there'll be a second card for Kenya.
There's another yellow card for Kenya.
And ultimately, calmer heads prevail. The ball sent to touch, and Italy in the half. So, some nice touches by Italy. Outstanding handling skills. And the strong running of Captain Furlan, you can see there, number 7. As Italy lead Kenya at the half-time break in quarterfinal or qualifier number 3 at the World Rugby Women's 7 Series here in Sokompo. And the temperature locally is starting to rocket. Italian coach Andrea Di Giandomenico delivering the message to his team. They performed pretty smartly in the first half. Certainly the play of Maria Magatti, hands that were needed to pick up the pass that she got onto and scored to put Italy in the lead. Well, they're going to enjoy watching that one on the replay. Kenya with the restart here in quarterfinal number 3. Barrett thrown, the referee calls time on. Italy field the restart. Taken to ground by Giordano. Chip and chase downrange from number 4, Sophia Stefan, who's beaten on the outside convincingly as Kenya come charging back. Looking for the space, it's lost forward on the toe now with Falan. They come wide to Camerano. Camerano tries to go around the outside, but just doesn't quite have the pace. And it'll be a Kenyan line out on defence. But already Italy playing the game down the right end of the park. Italy onto the loose ball. Rigoni takes it forward. Rigoni again with the ball. Looks wide and sends number 5, Solari, across the line. And it's a try to Italy as they stamp their dominance on the game. 17 points to 7, kick to come. Well, 2 carries from Beatrice Rigoni, number 11, really did set that up. She injected herself into play and Italy convert. As the Kenyans starting to look a little outclassed here at 19 points to 7. Italy with the restart. The Italian handling skills have been sensational. Second restart. Play on as the call has looked like it hadn't drifted 10. Kenya onto it again. Handling just letting Kenya down as they build some momentum up, but the ball goes to the ground. Still they have it. Big tackle there from number 5, Solari, the try scorer. Not released the ball, but just goes to show the difficulty that Kenya are having to try and get around the Italian defence. Ferland brings the ball carrier to ground. Italy set out on another defensive raise. Kenyans ghost across the field. Again, the ball is loose. It's an Italian ball. Ferland on the far side shows it. Powerful runner. And the ball taken into touch. Kenyan throw. Well, Kenya, desperate need of converted try. There's a little bit of confusion around substitutions being made. On comes number 1, Stacey Otieno. Italy with the ball, they've done well to steal that set piece. Solari, Ferland takes the contact, drags 2 Kenyans into the breakdown. Solari, they move the ball back on the far side now. Is there any space out there for Giordano? There isn't. They've still kept the ball. Italy just giving the ball lots of air, and that's the result as the captain, Ferland, goes in for the try. And it's been a good display. The performance from the Italians has been very tidy. Kenya, on the other hand, well, they've been hard pressed to create any kind of momentum for themselves. There's Italy. Line up for the conversion from far out, and it's a great kick. So it's all going well for Italy. Tremendous kick. 26-7. And this one, I'm afraid, is all over bar the shouting. Restart. Claimed by Kenya. When things aren't going your way, it doesn't matter what you do. It's Italian ball from the kickoff. Italian set pieces are working well. Wrap round play. Pushed into the corner, out on the full though. Italy quite rightly keen to see Kenyan team pinned down to the corners. So the tactics are good. The execution on that occasion not so hot. Kenya now as we move up to full time. Got something up their sleeves late in the game, they don't. The Italian line out steals the ball. Now the Italians through the captain, Ferland. Ferland looking to offload. She's so dangerous. They've grouped the Kenyans around the breakdown, and there should be some space around here somewhere. Regati, the try scorer, into contact. Now they start moving it. Italy looking wide for Lance, hanging around out there. She tests the outside defence. Phelan taken into touch. Disappointed with herself, but she'll be happy with the team and she'll be ecstatic about the result as Italy cross off Kenya and they advance. So the Italian team, through a very, very accurate performance, say goodbye. Well, they actually moved to the stadium from here. Oh, they do the semis in the stadium? Shots of the National Stadium here in Hong Kong as we look up from Socom Po Recreation Ground, where over the last 2 days teams from around the world have been participating in the World Rugby Women's 7 Series qualifier. This is quarterfinal number 4. Japan versus China. And the winner of whom will be playing in there, the National Stadium. 2 semi-finals and a final today to be played at the iconic National Stadium of Hong Kong. Home to so much Sevens history as we get ready for the 2 teams to make their way onto the pitch.
This match, a rematch of yesterday's barn burner. Please welcome to the pitch, Japan and China!
Well, Japan were in Hong Kong earlier in the, or late last year, for the Women's Rugby World Cup qualifier. They're back now for the Sevens, and they always bring a strong selection. China, on the other hand, it's not a lot known about the Chinese national team, but when they do turn up at events, they tend to bring quite a bit of fizz with them. Holly Davidson, the referee from Scotland.
Japan versus China, quarterfinal number 4. Here we go.
And the Japanese support will be quite vocal as Zhou Lilian starts the match. High, wide and handsome as the kick-off, and it's secured by Nakamura. Japan through Bogni Drua Madave, looks around for support, it goes to the foot, it's lost forward, and Japanese, their play is not much different from the men's style. It's accurate, it's fast, lots of ball movement, and they technical specialists, the Japanese teams. As it looks like an early injury for number 3, Ano Kuwai of Japan. And she's being led from the field. It looks like a arm injury, possibly to the elbow. Or maybe even a dislocated shoulder. Anyway, it doesn't look very pleasant, and trying to get the feed to the restart. Zhao Ming, the captain. And they move it. Almost the breach caused by China. They look the same way. They're doing, running a strong line back on the inside of the Japan defence. Now they look to go wide. Japanese defence swoops. Referee calls not releasing the player. China busy. Bounces out wide. Tackle from Tsutsumi. Looks like Japanese counter ruck had been successful before the Chinese player closed it down, and it's away at pace for the Japanese. The sensational ball movement as they flood down the 15-metre channel. Off the feet, it's another tap and go through Shimizu. Takes it up and close to the 22. Now the Japanese team move the ball. Taniguchi. Good carry. Yamanaka. Sixes Tatsumi again. Should be an overload out here somewhere. Laid back on the inside. Looked like just maybe a hint of a knock on, but it was right on the referee's eyes. Bogdra Mambadave brings it back. Japan have got 6 Chinese players in the space of 20 metres. They must be screaming for it out wide if they can get it there. Now it starts to move. Yaku, the cut play with Taniguchi, and Taniguchi picks the inside line for the try. After the Japanese attack managed to wrangle as many Chinese into the area as they could, and they exploited the space. Out wide, clever play from Japan with the kick to come find. For all they lead. Shimizu's kick is successful. And Japan lead China 7 points to 0 as they come back from the restart. Well, Hong Kong's a fairly happy hunting ground for the Japanese teams. The Olympic qualifying series last year, the Japanese women's team were an absolute fine. Stars of the tournament just about. A very exciting style of play to the qualifier last year, and every time they return and we get a look at them, they just seem a little bit sharper. Tremendous tackle by Nakamura. Nakamura chasing the ball again. Yellow card, however, for Chiharu Nakamura. And some time on the penalty chair. Moves Japan down to 6. There's China with a full team of 7, so they'll be very keen to exploit the player down situation. What a tackle. What a sensational tackle from Tatsumi And Japan immediately go for the ball and get it back. Rugby throw at Mamba Dave. Shimizu losing it after taking a little dart, which is the halfback's prerogative. China just without a good period with the ball to see what they can muster up. Lilian, his charge is brought to an end. Ball spills wide. China lose it forward. Yamanaka over there to claim it. They'll come back from the knock on. Changes being made. Number 8, Yuku, comes into the game. Well, number 3 and number 4, Ting Ting number 3, and Minglin number 4 for China check in. Lost back. Japan keep it to the far channel. Look around the corner and they've just about got behind them. Tackler unable to get away, locked into position. And it's a yellow card for China as well. The idea is if you cop the penalty, you've just got to get up and move on. Can't delay the ball falling into the hands of the opposition. So right at the end of the half, China will now have 6, and Japan will know this is a good time to strike. Japan float wide. Yoku. Nakamura into contact. Now they move it. Goes wide to Boggy throw and Mamba Dave. Looks back on the inside. He just shifting it around, looking for space at the moment, Japan. Good hustle from China though. Yoku into contact. Another penalty. Nakamura back on the field after the yellow card. Well, Japan will be hell bent on putting another try into China. Set piece play, and it's a little tickle behind the posts for the try. And try is given. And coming onto it was Boggy thrown by Nadave. Nakamura with the toe poke. And Japan flood through with the kick to come. It's 12 points to nil.
Leading China 12 points to nil.
And a fairly straightforward conversion brings 14 points up for Japan. As well, tenacious China are trying to hit out, but it's Japan at half-time with 2 converted tries. And a telling score right before the half. Look out for Japan to hit out of the blocks when we return in the second half. 14-0, they lead China in quarterfinal number 4 of the HSBC World Rugby Sevens Series for women.
Second half, ready to kick off. China to receive the ball, they're chasing Japan. For 14 points up.
Back live with the action from Sokon Po. Japan to start the second half. Quarterfinal number 4 of the HFCC World Rugby Women's Sevens Series. And a penalty for China, and they quickly get on the front foot. They need some points and they breach, and China, well, look at this from number 1, Liu Yang. And that's an excellent start for China. As Yang touches down under the crossbar. Conversion successful, and just like that, they've halved the Japanese lead. Well, China, it's been obviously put to them that they need to start with a rocket, and they have. Penalty, tap and go, and certainly when Yang was given the opportunity to open up, no one from the Japanese side could go with her. So the restart. Nakamura does well to hold it. They drive forward. Japan now. Missed tackle, and that could be all it takes is Bati Vakalolo moves the ball forward, and it's a good carry for Japan, and that drifted forward the transfer by the look of it. Put in for China. Release it deep behind the set piece as they float round through Lilian. Lilian still has hold of the ball. Spits out the back. China. Great tackle coming in from Yuku. But it goes wide now. Yang again. Yang stretches out. There's no one to come across really. And Liu Yang scores his second try for China. And China have struck right back in the second half. So it's got to be exciting stuff, all right. Two Chinese squads here this week. There's a conversion attempt is successful. 14 points all. The CRFA Gladiators were playing at the Hong Kong Football Club 10s. They acquitted themselves well. Looks like some of the members from the Gladiators side getting into the Sevens atmosphere straight away as they watch the women's team run down Japan. 14 all, 14 points in not even 4 minutes, and now Japan. Oh, this is work by Bati Vakalolo. Yoku, they go wide. Tsutsumi to Shimizu, Nakamura, Shimizu forward. A little bit tricky underfoot, but Nakamura there launches a long pass. Yoku. Forgive me, Harano. And Harano, after losing her footing, manages to steal away and score a very important try in the scheme of things for Japan. And not only puts them in the lead, puts them in the lead at the right time. Conversion attempt is successful. And so 21-14. Japanese team now lead Korea. I'm sure there was some anxiety only a couple of minutes ago when China trotted in their second one for the half through Liu Yang. It was looking like it was turning into a nightmare for Japan. But Yumi Hirano was able to break through. Now Japan lead by a converted try. The restart, deepish but strong, and it comes back to Japan, and now they're looking for some space if they can find it. Chinese defence is there, the ball's exposed at the back. It's lost forward, Hirano again. Yumi Hirano sets away Nakamura. Nakamura, the short ball to Bogindro Madave. And what a try for Japan as they string together a special, and it's ultimately scored by Shimizu. Well, Yumi Hirano has caused the Chinese some trouble since she came on. And through she went. The ever-present Nakamura was there. And Shimizu cottons on to the try and has given the opportunity to convert it as well. Shimizu's kick is over. 28 points to 14. 4 converted tries for Japan against China in this fourth qualifier. And they'll be feeling quietly confident now, the Japanese fans. They'll be seeing the national women's side representing in the stadium later today. The restart, lost behind, that's the final hooter. And referee's time now. Turned over by Japan, put into touch by Bati Vakalolo. And that is it. Japan defeating China 28 points to 14 to move into the semi-final stages to be played in the National Stadium, where Japan will join Italy, Belgium and South Africa to battle out for final spots, with the World Rugby Women's 7 Series qualifier final being played in the National Stadium at around about 5:12 this afternoon Hong Kong time. So that ends our coverage from Sokampo. When we come back, it will be semi-finals action time for the women right there. And the icon of World Rugby Sevens, Hong Kong's National Stadium. From Sokampo, this is Jed Thine signing off.